Are you on the right track for UPSC preparation? We are doing a weekly analysis of The Hindu just to have an idea about some of the most important news that you might have not missed. Three important Tamil Nadu products have applied for GI tag. What are those? The Pulyankundi acid lime. Now, acid lime is important. They are small, bushy trees with the sharp spines, we could say, and each of them weigh around 50 grams. One tree has nearly 950 fruits which are there. They are usually grown in the regions of Pulikundi, which is the major name based on which you have the Pulikundi acid lime name. Similarly, we have the Kandyanur region where it is grown. The next is the Viruddhanagar Sambhavathal, which is the chili. Now, this chili is bright red in color and it is basically preferred for its aroma. It also has one of the important extraction which is known as oleoresin. The main idea is since it is bright red in color, it also has a sharp tip with a bulge shoulder, we could say, and is around 6 centimeters long. So Viruddhanagar is the major area where it goes. You have Vithalikulam, which is another area where this chili grows. The next is the Thoyamalli rice. Now, Thoyamalli rice is again important. Thoyamalli means pure jasmine. So, it is one of the very unique rice grown in the region. It is grown during the Samba period, which has around 135 to 140 days. Directly sown and transplanted, this variety is very, very unique. It grows up to a height of 115 to 125 centimeters and yield around 1025 kgs of rice per yield, okay, per section. The next is in Mangaluru, the government Ayush Sports Center has been established. The proposed center has been established. Also, Karnataka government in Mysore is now procuring ragi on MSP. So, ragi crop is now going under MSP in Karnataka. Again, an important development. The minimum is 10 quintal and the maximum is 20 quintal. So, a range of up to 20 quintal. The next is Kheti Guru. It's a platform which focuses on the problems that a farmer faces while transplanting the crop, and this is a app which is made by nearly 50 agronomists. They inform the farmer about the sowing season, the flowering season, the harvesting season, the fertilizers that have to be used, and reducing the use of chemical fertilizer, going on to organic farming. The next is Osargarh. Osargarh is Odisha's oldest fortified settlement. Now, this has been excavated by Archaeological Survey of India. It lies in the Kalahandi district in Odisha, and this is one of the major fortified centers in the regions of Odisha. It dates back to 9th century. From 9th century to 2nd century BC is the range where this settlement was seen, and this has been compared to numerous sites in Odisha. For example, Shishupalgarh, you have Rishikulya Valley, then you have Manikpatam, Radhanagar as some of the centers where the origin dates back to that period. Okay, the next is in the megalithic period. We have found the rock cut caves from megalithic period in the regions of Dakshin Kannada, and now megalithic period region is important because this was the time where stone circles and menhirs were shown. But seeing this, we also have a very good question: did the people in the megalithic period had a knowledge of zero, because the shapes and the structures were pertaining to zero? So these cave structures have been found in the region of Dakshin Kannada. There have been no grave articles which are found inside the cave, but altar-like pit which have been found. The next is the Bharanganam Panchayat in Kottayam, Kerala has tied up with Cooper City. Now, the idea of this is to have a partnership to promote cultural exchange between Cooper City and the Bharangiam Panchayat in the Kottayam region. The next is in Andhra Pradesh, Agroecological Academy has been established, and this has come up with German funding. The project is the Indo-German Global Academy on Agroecology Research research and learning, and 90% of the cost would go only for natural farming. The next is the Pali village in Samba district in Jammu and Kashmir has become the first village to go carbon neutral, fully dependent on the solar power. And there is a 500 kilowatt solar power plant which has been inaugurated. The next is the Tanuvas. Tanuvas is the Tamil Nadu Veterinary Animal Sciences University, and this would set up a native dog research center which is located at 10 kc to conserve the various breeds. The next is, so Samba village we have already done. The next is energy is now being obtained from even banana. So biochar is one of the important sources of energy. It's not just banana peel but tree bark, the poultry manure, all of these actually improve the air quality, reduce the carbon footprint and provide a definite source of energy. Again, this energy is emission free, so highly beneficial. These were some of the top headlines that we have covered, a gist of those from The Hindu. So we are covering weekly analysis for The Hindu, some of the most important and rare topics that you might miss while you are reading, but these are exceptionally important for your prelims point of view. So the series would go on, and stay tuned for updates from our side. If you have any questions, feel free to raise those in the comment section. Regarding UPSC, the complete mains and prelims package material, the preparation and the papers are available on the website links given below at Doorstep Tutor. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.